Alright guys, welcome back to our third and final part of today's lesson. This is finding the area of these sectors, or these slices of our circle. We're going to do the same process. We're just replacing this left side of our fraction, this left fraction. It was the part of circumference and the whole circumference. Now it's part of the area of the circle and the whole area of the circle. So pi r squared is the whole area of the circle. And we're going to do the same picture, same pi, but we're going to look at this area. It's the area of this slice. That central angle is still 40 degrees. So what am I given here? I'm given this 40 degrees, so part of the circle in degrees. What else am I given? Let's see. I'm given the radius is 5. So let me do that in red. Radius is 5. So I'm given the radius. And I want to find the area of the sector. So that's my unknown, my x. That arc measure we knew was 40 degrees. And let's just plug in my 5 for the radius and see what happens. Pi times 5 squared. Well, if I simplify that fraction on the left, that would be 25 is 5 squared, so 25 times pi. So I'm going to simplify this. And we'll say x over 78.54 equals 40 over 360. And we're still going to do the same thing. We're still going to cross multiply. So 360x equals 78.54 times 40. And if I simplify 78.54 times 40, I get 3,141.6. So our last step, just like before, we're going to divide by 360 to get x by itself. And I'll get x is 8.73, and that's area, so it's square inches. So now what I'm going to be giving you is a formula where instead of doing the circumference and part of the circumference, we're doing the area of the circle and part of the area. That's the only change we're making. So let's look at these bottom problems here. So part of area over pi r squared equals part of the circle over 360. And let's check out, what am I given? I'm given the area is 25. So this whole area is 25. And what else am I given? I'm given this 115, which is part of the circle. So when I substitute these values in, I'm left with x. I have no idea what this is. Over the whole area is 25 equals 115 over the whole circle of 360. So part over whole equals part over whole. And then we can cross multiply. 360x equals 25 times 115. And let's simplify that right side of the equation here. We get 2,875. And just like before, I want to solve for x, so I want to get rid of that 360. And we end up with x is 7.99 square meters. Okay, let's try the next problem here. So the area of the circle, I'm given the area of the circle. So let's do part area over pi r squared equals part of the circle over the whole circle of 360. So I'm given the whole circle area. I'm given the degree measure in the middle there. So I'm given that whole circle. Now let's do, what is that? I don't know what the sector area is. So this sector, I have no idea what that area is. I'll call that x. The whole circle area is 87 equals 90 over 360. And we can cross multiply again. So 360x equals 90 times 87, 7,200 plus 630, 78, 30. And to get that x by itself, we can divide by 360 on both sides. To get x is 21.75 square inches. So this sector, this little piece, the area of that piece is 21.75 square inches. Okay, we're going to keep following the same formula. So part of the area over pi r squared equals part of the circle over 360 degrees. And I'll just write that over here. Part of area over the whole area equals part of the circle over 360. So let's check out, what do we have here? I'm giving you the area of the sector. So now I'm giving you the top part of that fraction. And I also have that central angle of 225. So let's write down what we know. So 13 square feet is the sector area over the whole area, which we don't know, equals 225 over 360. So now this is a little bit different, but we're still following the same process. Still going to cross multiply. So 225x now equals 13 times 360, which is 3,600 plus 1,080, so 4,680. And like I said, this part's a little bit different, but we still follow the same process. I'm still going to divide by whatever number is next to x. so that I'm getting x by itself. So divide by 225. And x is 20.8 square feet. And last but not least here, let's check out number 4. So I'm given 180, I'm given part of the circle in degrees. And what else am I given? Area of the sector is 57. So this part here is 57. Well, let's write this out here. So 57 over, and I need to find the area. I don't know what this is. So 57 over x equals 180 over 360. And then we can cross multiply. So 180x equals 57 times 360 is 20,520. And then our last step, as always, we want to get x by itself. So we'll divide by 180. And we'll get x is 114. So that whole circle, this whole circle's area is